Something's about to go down in this world it's going to be crazy.
What to do if you start hearing trumpets from the sky?
Exactly. They're
Okay.
telling you what's gonna happen, but then be like, but don't believe it. Believe us.
This is what the message is saying. All right, I'm getting real disappointed in the fact that I haven't been able to wear my hat yet. So I made me a conspiracy hat.
Oh, I like it.
Is that the modern
USA.
version? It's
Yeah.
aluminum.
Yeah. We don't have any tinfoil. So
Aluminum.
I haven't been able to. Oh, I had a teacher that could not say aluminum. She was an English teacher. That was the funniest thing.
How did she say it?
All kinds of ways.
Okay.
But there was a few words that she could not say. She could not make her mouth say the words. English teacher now, English literature teacher.
Yeah,
and,
that'd be like me being an English teacher.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Like, everybody passes. Everybody passes.
Dude, we would get her off on these tangents. We knew what we were doing. Like everybody was like focused. We knew what we were doing. We'd get her off on these tangents, and we spend the whole class just having fun trying to get her to say words she couldn't say and totally avoid doing any schoolwork whatsoever.
There you go. Can you say aluminium?
Yes, she could. She could not say aluminum. She would sit there for like all day.
It's not
like
happening.
an old Studebaker, man.
Yeah. But yeah, man, like
yeah.
that there's no theories anymore. They're just conspiracy facts now. Like what the heck?
So would that make you a conspiracy cowboy?
You know, I thought about that, but I'm like, that really sounds like somebody else's like channel or something already.
Yeah,
like
probably.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good title. Conspiracy cowboy. So I don't know.
You got a hat tip off line?
Yeah.
Well, I will tell you, with all the weather we've been having, Kyle, I would suggest not wearing that outside anytime soon. Okay.
Yeah. Strong pass.
Yeah.
Either that or you come back in looking like Doc from Back to the Future.
Hey. Oh.
18 kilowatts.
I just saw a video where these guys were breaking down this theory behind Doc and him pulling the DeLorean out of the trailer. All right, so
I saw that, yeah.
Okay, so Jonathan, you have seen the movie, right?
I've seen the movie.
Okay,
because Jonathan's one of them guys. You start getting into it, and he goes, "Yeah, I've never seen it." I'm like,
I know, right?
I don't know if I've seen all of them, but I think I've seen a few. Or
there's quite a few movies we got to share with Jonathan.
He still hasn't seen Goonies yet, man. Come on, you got to see Goonies.
Nope. Hey, the list is
forever,
infinite.
Man.
We could have this conversation all day of stuff I haven't seen.
Dude.
Hey, but tell me what Bible verses you read, though. You know what I'm saying? We can have that conversation.
Oh, man.
All
right, so what happened with this DeLorean? It's a car, and it's a silver car. I know that.
Yes.
And the window only rolled down this far, in case you didn't know that. It had a half window.
Right. So
I like cars.
The DeLorean, when towards the beginning of the movie, Michael J. Fox or Marty, right, gets in the parking lot, and Doc is revealing the DeLorean to him, right? Marty's supposed to be there to video everything and all that, right?
What is VHS camcorder?
Oh,
by
yeah,
the way.
this 19-pound camera on his shoulder. Yeah. So Marty gets there, and Doc, the back of this trailer comes down, and then Doc backs out of the trailer. Okay. There's like this much space on each side of the car in the trailer.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's a gold wing door car.
Yeah,
the doors
won't open.
It won't open.
Right.
So that means that Doc was precisely timing when Marty was supposed to get there. Like he was in the car and was like, okay, Marty will be here any minute. Let me pull in there. And then when he gets here, let it down and then back out, right?
It's all about the presentation, man. Come on.
The smoke machine and everything when the car's pulling out. But Marty was late also, if you remember in the movie. Marty was late. So Doc's just sitting in there. He backs out at the time he thinks Marty's going to be there. He's not here yet. Okay, let me get back in here again. A lot would have had to transpire. I just think it's funny, man. So,
Oh, yeah.
man, dude, yeah, my dang hat, man.
I like it.
I like it too, but I ain't been able to wear it. There's just no more good theories out there. They're just all real.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. How many sheets of aluminum did you have to use to make that? Two.
Just two.
Okay. Just one little overlap.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the theories, they're all starting to overlap with each other. It's like
Mm-hmm.
one leads to another, You're like, hey, what about this? Well, it's stuff that you can't even talk about on YouTube half the time because then the conspiracy is so not real that if you talk about it, they'll remove your channel because it's fake.
Yeah.
You're like, nice.
Yeah, that's fun.
Well, speaking of going back in time, did any of you guys ever watch WKRP in Cincinnati? Don't look at me that way either.
No, but I do remember.
Don't look at me.
I remember the WKRP in Cincinnati or something like that. Is that about right? Is that about right?
I'll give it to you, bro.
Okay, that's about all I know.
Well, we lost another star the other day, or it might have been today or yesterday. I think it was. Yeah, Miss Lonnie Anderson. She played Jennifer Marlowe on the show. She was a receptionist. She was also, if you didn't know this, we all know who Burt Reynolds is, right?
I was about to say the only thing I ever knew her to be was was Burt Reynolds' wife.
Yeah, so they were married from 1988 to 1993.
Okay,
so it's been a minute. It's been a minute. So anyway, yeah, unfortunately, she passed away on August 3rd. That's what it was. Yeah, and so she was just shy of her. I didn't realize she was almost 80.
Wow,
dang.
I was like, oh my goodness. It's like I'm getting old.
We've been trying to tell you.
Look, I'm gonna beat you guys to it because I already knew you guys were gonna mess with me for being the older one out of the group. So I'm just gonna do it to myself.
Okay.
Hey, we're on the same train. You're just a few cars ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the wall first before you guys do. But transitioning this, it's we've had a lot of famous people here recently pass away, and that's kind of makes you think about your own immortality, where it's like, we're getting older, I'm getting older. And so a lot of the people that I watched in the 80s and grew up with are now starting to pass over to the other side. You know, but anyway, on the lighter side of this, if you did watch the show, and a lot of our older viewers out there will understand what I'm saying, but the famous one with Les Nessman.
Hey, Joe, real quick, before you go there, I'm sorry. Was that the name of the show?
WKRP in Cincinnati, yeah.
I thought this was a radio station you were talking about this whole time. I'm so sorry. Now I know even less that I haven't seen this show.
Okay, well,
I thought that was like, the radio station.
Forgive me if I'm wrong, Joe, but my understanding is
a radio station.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's about a radio station, but not a real radio station in Cincinnati.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
So, and she played the cougar and not the Bengal?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, go ahead. Proceed.
She was young back then, wasn't she? Well, no. Let's see.
Yeah.
That was in the 80s. And,
She's probably somewhere in her 30s, late 30s, I guess.
Close enough. It worked for the joke.
Yeah.
Not really, but
Hey, I'm trying to fit in where I get in.
Yeah. So anyway, there was a famous part of the show where a guy named Les Nessman, he is parroting the Hindenburg disaster. So I don't know if you I know you're old, but anyway, but you guys, I'm sure had at least seen some of the film footage from that, where you hear the reporter and how the distress in his voice and how the Hindenburgs completely engulfed in flames, and the humanity and all that stuff. Well, Les Nessman's out there, and you just gotta watch. I encourage everyone, just go pull it up on YouTube. Watch that one little short clip; it's hilarious. Because he's out there and he's given the play-by-play. So what it is Thanksgiving time. So they thought as part of the promotion, they would give away free turkeys. Well, they're giving away live turkeys, and they're pushing them out of a helicopter, like 500 feet up in the sky or something. And, one of the other funny parts of the scene is the manager of the WKRP in Cincinnati, the manager of it, him and the salesman come walking in later, and their clothes are kind of tattered. They look like they've been beat up. And he goes, I swear, I really did think the turkeys could fly. So Les is out there.
Distance.
Oh my gosh, dude. So they're dropping them out like 500 feet above the ground. So they're just like, so Les is out there, and I have the quote up here on the screen. So from Les, he says, the turkeys, they're hitting the ground like sacks of wet cement. He goes, holy humanity. He goes, one just went through a windshield of a parked car. Children are searching for their mothers. So it's and I see I'm old enough. I was a kid. I remember watching this when it aired. So yeah, it was hilarious.
Oh man, I got a good visual in my head. So yeah, definitely gonna have to go watch that.
Yeah, it's definitely a foul on the plate for that one.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh man.
But anyway, hey, let me tell you something though. The reason why I figured you guys at least would have heard of it or known about it is it's been a cult classic forever, because if you go online, you can buy the t-shirts that are commemorative of that show, of that episode of the turkeys falling and all that stuff. And yeah, they got, I mean, hoodies, hats, t-shirts. I mean, you name it, it's all online for you to buy. So yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think that's I don't think that's what you think it is. Like a lot of the throwback t-shirts that younger people are wearing these days are wearing it for the sake of being ironic and to make fun of the older generation, not for the sake of they actually think it's cool. They think it's cool to be ironic and make fun of the older generation.
Well, it wouldn't be that specific though. I mean, that stuff is people who want it, they want it. You know, the rest of the stuff is stuff you get at Goodwill.
But look, man, they've been doing this. They've been doing this since this happened. So this has been going on for 20, 30 something years that people have been buying these shirts, and
that's funny.
Anyway.
Yeah,
that's
right
funny.
up there with the Macy's Day Parade.
Yes.
Sure.
So speaking about falling.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. So you ever heard the phrase "It's raining cats and dogs"?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody has. Okay, so it's not just an age thing. It's not. Oh, Joe, I have no idea what you're talking
I made
about.
it this time.
You're so stinking old. I've never heard that before in my life.
We got, hold on, Joe. We got to get you into your segment here now. Words and phrases. Like this is your thing now, so we got to get you a little
words and phrases. There we go.
All right, so cats and dogs.
Cats and dogs. Yeah,
what comes to mind when you hear the term raining cats and dogs?
It's just raining really hard.
Yeah.
It's raining real heavy, and so this is the cool part when you start researching the origin of phrases. Okay?
I don't know that I want to know
so,
based off that last conversation.
Yeah. So it says this is the possible origin of this phrase.
Okay.
It says it's possibly from the 17th century England, where heavy rain would wash dead animals through the streets.
Wow.
And I'm like, so it's really raining cats and dogs. So it says in others link it to Norse mythology or old English expressions. So, but I have a heavy suspicion that's probably where it came from. Literally in England during way back 17th century, heavy rains and things get washed out into the street, and someone goes, "Look, it's raining cats and dogs."
Wow.
So, it's all fun and games till one hits the roof.
Yep, as long as it ain't on fire, you're all right. So, and here I had to pull up a Jonathan-ism there, but anyway. So here's another one. So this should be another easy one. Steal someone's thunder. We actually say that all the time. We'll say, "Oh man, you stole my thunder on that one."
Taking my momentum or taking my idea or the direction I was going, something like that.
Yeah, exactly. So it says
broke into Thor's house. I don't know.
Thor's house, yeah. So it says, of course, in the meaning, our today meaning means to take credit for someone else's idea, right? So I stole somebody. We'll do it to each other sometimes. Or people don't see behind the scenes when we're talking. We're like, "Man, I was going to say that."
Yeah.
So check this out, though. It says the origin. It says coined by a playwright, John Dennis, in the 1700s. He says who invented a thunder sound effect that was later used by another production without his permission. So someone literally stole his thunder.
It's that simple. It's like 2 water balls. Hey, that's my idea.
A sheet of metal.
Yeah.
The sheets of metal. Like, so yeah, who would have known, right?
That's
crazy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Okay.
That one's really cool. That one's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
The other one I'm having a hard time imagining.
Could you imagine though? There's another production going down the street, and you hear thunder. You're like, wait a minute, this sounds like my idea. Yeah.
You will have no thunder, sir.
That's pretty wild, man. I'm guessing they didn't have patents back then either. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you patent that because, like you said, any piece of sheet metal or anything that would,
right?
Yeah, he looked over there. He's like, I'm about to copyright.
Oh, they never end, do they, John?
Nice.
They never end. Anyway, so my last one here says, we've all heard the phrase "close, but no cigar."
Yeah.
And so, what is that meaning to you guys? I'm sure it's like for the rest of us, it means almost successful. You almost got it. You were close, but no cigar, right?
Close, but no
So
cigar.
any idea? I'll just ask you this: where do you think this may have come from?
The only thing I can think of is that there was some kind of sport or competition or something at one point where a cigar was part of the celebration for winning.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, you see a lot of people smoke a cigar at like NBA championships or whatever. So possible. Or like I know you have them like during like weddings or babies or something. So maybe something in that category.
Yeah. You guys are hitting all over. So it started So the origin of it started with carnivals. Carnival games in the 19th century. It says awarded cigars prize. So instead of giving out the little stuffed animals, you got a stogie.
Really?
I
don't want the unicorn. I want the Cuban.
I'll have a Churchill, please.
Nice.
Yes. So it says carnival games in the 19th century awarded cigars as prizes. If you didn't win, you were close, but no cigar.
So. All right. Hey, that's pretty cool.
There you go.
Well, cigars have always been seen as a kind of a status thing. As long as I've known about throughout all of history, cigar smokers has always been seen as a status thing. I don't know why. Like even in movies, like the only ones that are portrayed smoking cigars is either one of two individuals, somebody who's like the boss of whatever, whether it's the mob or whatever it is, right? Like the boss, the big boss is the cigar smoker, or like the 80-year-old boxing coach. That's the only two,
maybe it's because of like imports. It's like it's hard to get them. Like we don't really make them here in America or in England, like colder places. So you have to like get them shipped in, and you got to know somebody. And back then, boats and stuff.
Maybe.
Yeah, and then now today, Jonathan, anybody could afford a cigar. Like,
right. It's the gas station.
What's that box? Oh, those are $1 a piece over there. Sweet. Well, that's what they're called, Swisher Sweets. Go ahead, have one.
Yeah.
But all right, very cool. Very cool, man.
So,
that is crazy. I literally did not know it was close, but no cigar. That's
I've been enjoying your little your factoids on where phrases, words, and stuff.
Well, we say stuff all the time, but we never really stop to go where that came from or why do we say that, so it's
Well, I got one for you that I need an answer to, so I'll be looking forward to it next episode.
Okay.
Proof is in the pudding. I need to know facts. I don't want to hear where it might have come from. I want facts on this one.
Hold on.
Hold
the phone.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Hold on. Something ain't right. You know what's funny? This is where I think our brains are sometimes connected. That was the first one I looked up.
Really?
It's I'm not lying to you. I have it right
here. So you already have the answer?
I already have the answer. So
boy.
Man. You ask and you shall receive.
What do you think it is? Are you saying pudding or pudding?
Pudding, like DDING.
Yeah, the way we know it in modern is
it's actually not supposed to be pudding. It's actually supposed to be off-putting. PUTTING.
The proof is
because I was curious myself. I that was the first one I looked up. I swear to you, right here it says The origins of it was first recorded use in 1935, according to the Merriam-Webster, so that makes it official.
Okay.
It is a compound of off, as repelled or distance, and putting, as in placing or presenting the idea that something puts you off emotionally or mentally, hence off-putting. Because I thought it was off-putting myself, and I put it in there, and the search was like, "Do you possibly mean this?" Like, oh, yeah.
Nice.
I was just kidding.
So I think I still got you on mission though, because that's off-putting. I need to know proof is in the pudding.
Right.
Like
Not
the
off,
like
not
There.
off-putting.
but
Not off-putting.
you guys just got a free one for no reason at all.
There's yeah. So off-putting, and then now the proof is in the pudding. That's different.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what he's looking for. Yeah. So
Then forget about it. I don't have anything. Leave me alone.
He said it was not literally the
What?
thing I was thinking.
Oh,
all right, Joe, get on it, big dog.
I'm sorry. I'm just old, bro.
So okay, off-putting. That's that one's definitely a good one because we do say that often.
Yep.
And there was no way to segue that into a joke.
I definitely want to know about the pudding though. And the only thing I can think of is that it's, I don't know, somebody had a pudding contest or something.
Well, was it a picture of Bill Cosby in the background?
Oh,
with Jello pudding pops.
Then the proof is there, right? No,
I can't believe Joe didn't do an impression. Okay, go ahead.
No, that's a good one.
All right. So you ask and you shall receive.
Oh boy, he was on a mission.
It says the original phrase. The original phrase is "the proof is in the pudding," which is actually a shortened version of the older saying, "The proof of the pudding is in the eating." In other words, you can only truly judge something by experiencing or testing it, just like you won't know if a pudding is good until you taste it.
Okay.
So it's pretty on the nose.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So, and for Nick, who listens to our podcast on his way to work every Tuesday, this segment right here will make him start to have gag reflexes because he hates pudding. I am not kidding. If you want to try to get him, he hates pudding, man. And I'm like, dude, how do you like chocolate pudding, vanilla pudding? It doesn't matter. Banana pudding. He will actually start having a gag reflex. I'm like, dude.
Well, it's an unattractive word. You know what I mean? Like a food called pudding. Like something about the way you say it. The word's not attractive to me.
I don't care. It tastes delicious.
I think the problem is most people there's all these lists of desserts, and then you're like, you got cake, you got cheesecake, you got ice cream, and then you're like pudding. Like no one's picking pudding over there's 90 desserts to come before pudding.
The only thing that comes with go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I just know at a buffet that's one of the most popularly served desserts that they have.
I'm never scooping,
especially if the ice cream machine is broke. You know what I'm saying?
Which always is.
And it always
is.
Hey, you know why it's always broke?
Because they don't want to clean it.
Because everybody,
probably. That is correct. It is not actually broke. They will lie. The cleaning, the cleaning part of that is very intense. Like, not intense. What's the word I'm looking for? It's
just time consuming.
It's laborious and time consuming because it's a lot of parts you got to take apart and clean.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times if you get to somewhere and say, "Oh, the ice cream machine's down," it's just
well, I know McDonald's did that for years and years and years.
Oh, it's because they don't want to clean it.
That's funny.
And so,
trying to get off at 7:00. We ain't got no ice cream.
Let me tell you something. There ain't that many moving parts to an ice cream machine, or where this thing's gonna be broken like this for that long.
Right.
Come on, man.
Right.
But
I love watching those videos where people are asking about, they get like at the McFlurry or whatever, and they might put the ice cream and the topping in there, but they don't mix it up or whatever.
Oh yeah,
the machine's broke. And then they just go behind the counter and do it themselves, and it works just fine. I wish I had the guts to do stuff like that, man.
Yeah, I'm not quite that
Let me tell you something. If I'm going to get one of those at a to-go place, it's going to be Sonic's though. Their flurries. Oh my gosh!
I've heard they've had some good ones. Now,
Sonic's top tier.
What's the come on now? Culvers. Culvers. We've in recent years got Culvers down here in the South.
So do we, yeah.
And man, their concrete mixers are pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good stuff.
They got some good ice cream.
Oh man.
So you guys had me laughing earlier, right? So Joe's talking about birds flying out of a helicopter. Literally didn't know that was a thing. Never heard it before.
They weren't flying. They were falling.
They were just falling.
They were falling with style. They were given the Buzz Lightyear treatment.
They were probably trying real hard.
they died tired. But so did you guys know that in Australia, right? So this big giant island of a continent, they had a war. All right, and everybody knows about wars. You know, you have guns and bullets. You have people fighting people. They had a whole war against birds. Yeah, I bet you didn't know that.
Okay.
And guess who won the war of human versus bird?
The birds.
Yeah. So from Joe's turkey experience, these birds got their revenge. They were like, you know what? We're done. We're tired of being, bottom tier. We're tired of getting thrown out of helicopters and being eaten for Thanksgiving. Yep. We're done.
I'm gonna need an explanation on this one.
Oh, you're gonna get an explanation. So it's got a name and everything.
Is this some Alfred Hitchcock stuff going on here?
No, even better. So it's got a name. It's called the Emu War of Australia. It was a conflict between humans and birds. The emus are the second.
Time out.
Timing out.
Nah, listen, man.
I wore the
There's a difference. There's a difference between like Tweety Bird and an emu.
Right. Oh yeah. There you go, Kyle.
I wore the perfect shirt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, these weren't pigeons or doves.
I didn't mean to cut y'all, but wait a minute. When you talk about emus, we're talking about something that can actually like put up a fight now.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. They were in for it. All right. So the emus are the second largest living birds, standing at an average of no less than 5'7". So they're right up there with all of us.
Kyle, they're all over you, bro.
They have long legs and short wings. The emu population grew and began to wreak havoc on their crops, right? So Australia, everybody in Australia lives on the coast. There's like nobody lives in that middle part. Like almost literally 90% of the people in all of Australia live on the coast.
That is a fact.
That's why I said it. Yep. but yeah, 90%. So they're on this middle
just backing you up, bro. Come on, man.
Hey, this is the dream team right here. So you got all these people. And they're like, hey, we don't have that much land because we're all on the coast. So they need to build farms and they need to have some agriculture, something, because, you got to feed all these people. Well, the emus were killing their crops. I'm talking tearing them up. Fruits, vegetables, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, all that. Nice. Tearing it up. Nice. So as they're going through this whole thing, right, it said that the emu population grew and began to wreak havoc on the crops. The Emu War began in 1932. So this is a real name, a real date. This is for your history books if you live in Australia. Soldiers used World War I era machine guns, right? So not traps, not stun guns or something. Full blown war event going on here. World War I guns. It took about 10 bullets to kill one emu.
I have to look that up. You said which World War gun they were using?
World War I. 10 bullets to kill one bird. Leading officials to conclude that it wasn't worth it. One soldier one soldier famously remarked, "The emus have proved that they are not so stupid as they are usually considered to be." So,
that's fantastic.
The Emu War of 1932 in Australia, where the birds beat the humans. They say, "Hey, this is our turf, and we're about as tall as you. We're looking you eye to eye. 10 bullets to kill one bird. Can you imagine?"
Something ain't right, man.
That is hilarious.
So British, I just looked it up real quick. The British were using a Lee Enfield 303, fast bolt action, high accuracy. They had the Mauser. The Germans were using the Mauser Gewehr. I don't know how you say that word. Gewehr 98, rugged and reliable, widely used. I personally have this next gun, which is a Russian gun. It's a Mosin Nagant durable. That if they were getting shot with that, I'm sorry. If it took 10 to bring that thing down and you're dealing with some type of hybrid, like you might just want to leave Australia, okay?
Well, you got to remember they're covered in feathers and all that. I mean, everything, bullets take a lot of inertia.
Well, not this one. I have is a 7.62 by 54, so that's a large game.
And they're still jacket rounds or whatever. So hang here with me for just a second, Joe. So I've got the 303 as well as the Mosin Nagants.
The other one real quick is I was getting to the US as the last one. We're using the Springfield, the M1.
M1
so
Garand,
that was a 30-06. So
right.
They're all using British weapons.
All three of those are they're high powered. They're very, very good firearms, but they are lead core steel jacket rounds for most of them, and they mushroom out very quickly upon impact.
Yeah.
So, so the penetrating power of these rounds is not that great. Not like our subsonic rounds that we have now that are even in smaller bullets, like the 5.56 or the 2.23 and stuff like that. They don't penetrate quite as well, but they do cause massive, massive damage. Now, with that said, I don't know if you guys have ever been turkey hunting or not, but if you're up on a Jake and he's blown up, he's got his chest all bowed up, you better shoot him in the head, because if you shoot him in the chest, you ain't doing nothing.
Right.
You ain't doing nothing but ticking him off. So, because the bullets are just gonna bounce off.
There's too much.
Right. The shotgun shells, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't care if you're using double alt buck or whatever. Like, it's just gonna boop, bounce off.
For all you guys who don't know about guns, these are lots of guns.
Yeah. So,
but still, the story is crazy enough as it is. The fact that there's so many birds that are like, what do we do? They didn't, no, with anything else, you create traps or you bring in natural, not enemies. What are they called? Like predators. What's a predator to an emu? Nothing. A shark? You know what I mean? Like a rhino. Yeah. You got to get a bigger animal that would be a bigger problem. So you're like, well, we're just gonna fight them off with guns, and they're like, the guns aren't working, sir. 10 bullets. It's costing us more money to kill them than it is just to grow some more crops.
Wow.
And all you're doing is ticking them off anyway. So
right. And if you ever see those videos of them things running around inside a little pen or whatever, that is the funniest looking stuff you can ever see. Just watching emus freak out and run.
Right, the way their neck just kind of goes everywhere. They're taking the eggs.
All I can imagine in my brain is hearing. Yeah,
dude, it is funny watching them run. I think about that video all the time. My sister shares that video with me.
Right. Or the one that was like when they were eating out of the car and he was just watching, just it was just gone.
Yeah, because I have to get my momentum going on that one.
Right. All right. So, if Australia's not crazy enough,
do they not have fences?
It's Australia. It's the outback. You outback. You know what I'm saying? It's out there. You're gonna fence the whole.
You're in the land down under, mate.
Yeah, I'm not from Australia, so I'm not judging. You guys might have lots of fences, but not for these emus apparently, or not in 1932. It's 1932. Right, they were just dropped off. There's new people there.
Okay.
Yeah, they were like, hey, we weren't ready for what indigenous.
Well, remember how Australia was supposedly started? So
yeah,
with some ruffians. With some ruffian people, so they're like, hey, go take care of this.
Emptying the prison populations.
Yeah, we got some leftover grenades. We can try this. There was probably some good eating that they had going on after they finally got a few of them dead.
I would love to go scuba dive the Great Barrier Reef, man.
That's a transition.
Dude, it's right there off the coast of Australia.
Yeah, no, it's right there.
Yeah,
I think what is it? The largest ecosystem in the world, or something like that, or the largest living ecosystem?
Coral ecosystem.
Yeah, for sure. It's amazing, and there's been a lot of divers that haven't gone because of the great white population that they had there. However, the great white population seems to be migrating significantly, and the amount of great white sightings in Florida now is unreal. Like
Florida, North Carolina, yeah.
But now the Great Barrier, it is absolutely gorgeous, and the number of species of fish they have there is just unreal. I would love to go dive there.
It's over there by Wallaby Way.
Yeah. I have no idea what you're talking about, but sure, we'll go with that.
Finding Nemo, one of the movies I did see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, P. Sherman, Wallaby Way.
Okay.
Kids just watched it recently. Don't judge me.
Well, speaking of water, real quick, Jonathan, did you know this? That they're looking at flooding a large majority of the outback.
Oh, that's a great idea. Just interrupt nature and
well, it was from what you just said earlier, because so much of it is inhabitable that it's just nothing. It's just one of the driest places on earth. When you move from the coast inward, it's rough. And so they're actually in serious discussions about flooding a very large part of the outback and just bringing water in and just trying to change the whole ecosystem in there.
Dude, not only that, but if they did that, that would reveal a lot of gold that's out there. I don't know if y'all know that, but Australia is rich in gold.
Yeah.
I like gold.
Very difficult to get to.
Yeah. I remember watching one of those YouTube videos and showing the guys out there digging for gold. And like, they were like, we find per hour of work the most amount anywhere, but the conditions is it even worth it at that point?
Horrific. Well, you got to go to the middle of absolutely nowhere. You got to drive through nowhere for a long time to get to the nowhere. Yeah.
And you better have the money to do that too up front. But hey, remember, the most deadliest snakes in the world live there.
Yeah. When everybody said they were worried about the spiders, they were like, nope, it's the snakes.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all remember Steve Irwin when he went out there and he was on a dirt bike, went out to the middle of nowhere out in Australia. And he's like, a man here searching for the world's most venomous snake. And he goes out there, and this dude, how crazy he was, he puts his face right next to the hole. I don't know if you remember this. I seen this as when it was first recorded and sent out.
I've seen a few crazy.
The world's deadliest snake comes out of the hole and goes next to his face, licks his face with his tongue, and goes back down in the hole. And then Steve Irwin was very, he was just
love very, you too.
He goes, did you see that? He goes, the world's most deadliest snake. He's licked me on the face. I'm glad he didn't like what he tasted. So it was like, he was talking about how if he would have got bitten right there, that'd have been.
Yeah.
And then FedEx did a commercial with him on it later. About, don't trust your overnight packaging to anybody else. And then he gets bit by the world's deadliest snake, but they use a different courier than FedEx to deliver the antivenom. He's like, you didn't use FedEx? Oh. Yeah, that dude was a trip, man.
Yeah. He was fantastic. What a loving dude too, man.
Oh my gosh, yeah. That one hurt when he left this world. That one hurt bad, man. I was like,
especially the way it happened. You're like, you expect him like he was skydiving off Mount Everest or something. You're like, oh, okay, that happens.
Look, to find a rare koala or something,
But at least when he went, it was doing what he loved to do. It wasn't some freak accident that it's like if he was, and a lot of people said that if he ever goes, it's probably going to be because he's always putting himself in situations where he potentially could go. So. But yeah, just that was a tough one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after Australia, right? Because I'm gonna stick with Australia for a minute.
Okay.
All right.
After Australia had the war on emus in 1932, then Australia was like, you know what? Let's go to the other extreme. Australia decided to have a full-blown gender reveal party. Now, that's the only country in the whole world that's ever had a gender reveal party. I'm talking the country had a gender reveal party, not some people. No people did this. The country decided to do this. So have you guys heard about this lake that's in Australia called the Pink Lake?
No.
So apparently Australia is having a girl because because of the Pink Lake. So congrats, everybody say congrats, send them a letter, say congrats on the new baby girl. But no, so there's a real life Pink Lake. Like you can type this in Google, type in Pink Lake, Australia. And this lake is like powder pink, like magenta pink, all the colors of pink you kind of hot pink. It's depending on the day, the color, the sunlight. This lake is pink. And you're like, okay, I've seen some silliness. I've seen green, I've seen brown, I've seen blue, I've seen clear.
All right, can I guess a little?
Can you guess? Go ahead. Guess away.
I've got two possible guesses. I'm guessing either
it's boy or girl. So
I'm guessing from gases or some type of like, I don't know, krill or something. That's my take. That's my thought.
Okay.
Or bacteria or
fungus, right.
Something, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Joe, you got a guess on it?
I'm on the second part of what Kyle was talking about.
Okay.
That's I'm figuring it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So again, it's a whole lake. It's not like this is just a little stream or something, or somebody poured some, dye from the local cake factory. This is a lake. Yes, it's fresh water. Okay. Well, sorry, it's a fresh. It's not in the ocean, but it's salt water.
Okay.
So it's inland. Okay. So that's what makes it a lake, but it's still salty, kind of like the Dead Sea. Super salty, but inside the land. So this pink lake is due to this, which is okay. When you read an article, I got to stop and like refresh. When you read an article and you're talking about a pink lake, what's the first color you think you're going to start reading about? Pink, right? No. Australia is Australia. They like doing stuff crazy. The distinctive color of the water changes is a result of green algae and or a concentration of brine prawn. So those little bitty pink shrimp. Yeah, okay. Like the flamingos be eating and the flamingos turn pink. There's logic behind this story, but it's because of green algae, brine shrimp, and then so the brine shrimp obviously implies that the water is mixed with half fresh and half salt water, which just makes it salt water. But it's all this stuff mixed together makes it pink.
Interesting.
So now you have this pink body of water due to all these effects. So the lake, it's called Pink Lake now. It used to be called Lake Spencer. And it was visibly pink, but as of 2017, it has not been as pink for 10 years. So it's, I guess, because they said human interaction, people swimming in it, I'm sure people testing it, doing stupid stuff. Over time, the salt concentration gives it the pink hue, but the pink lake may turn pink again when conditions change. And it says the reason that it changed was because of it lost its pink color due to salinity changes caused by human activity. So I don't know if it's going into the whole, like green thing and, humans ruin everything because we drove a car one time in, Australia. But yeah, so there was a whole pink lake caused by green algae and little shrimpies.
Very cool. I was going to ask if it was safe to get into, but apparently people are swimming there. So I guess it is. Very cool.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and so it's less
still people still do stupid stuff regardless. I was going there.
Yeah, you're right.
Going there anyway.
Yep. So Australia's having a girl.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah. Apparently, it's having a gender change. So
yeah, exactly.
I no longer identify as.
Early test for inconclusive. All right, let's try it again.
Oh wow.
Very cool. I might have to, if I ever make it that way to do some scuba diving, maybe I'll have to dive out there too and see what I can see.
Yeah.
I'll keep you posted. I don't see that happening anytime soon.
Australia is one of those places. It's on my bucket list. Australia, New Zealand. I love to go over to the motherland and go see the Scots over there, the Scottish.
Yeah.
Me pappy's a Galloway, so apparently we're linked to a castle back over there. So I'm like, hey, I'd like to go see it. I like to walk up there like I own the joint too. Like, hey, no. This is my family. Get out. Just kidding.
Yeah, I think it was New Zealand or Tanzania, one of those countries that said was, or islands, whatever they're called, was the place on the earth that was known to have the cleanest air. So, like, literally, if you want to go to one of those islands, they will get the cleanest air in the whole world.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. I don't know what I was thinking. Like, well, do they have a rainforest there, or a jungle, or?
Yeah, probably like a tropical island. Yeah. So something.
Yeah.
Some trees and stuff.
That's where all the dinosaurs are. That's their last place. So.
Right. And the Lord of the Rings. So.
And Lord of the Rings. So.
Okay. All right.
So anyway, that's some really cool developments happening over there in Australia.
Yeah.
But the whole emu thing, that's yeah, I'm actually getting a Liberty commercial in my brain right now. I'm like,
Dude, and
Doug.
Well, it's like, well,
So
I can't kill you, so I might as well partner up with you.
That's right.
Yeah, why not? Yeah. So, well, they're so cute, man. They're not aggressive at all, I'm sure. But anyway, so speaking about things evolving and things changing and all that good stuff. So, I have some latest news on AI developing. So, if you guys want to hear about it, some of the things that are coming up with AI.
Sure.
According to my resources, it's evolving at warp speed.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So yeah, well, yeah. So anyway, so it says they got this thing that's called Google's Gemini Deep Think. And so this is part of the AI assist and stuff like that. So it says a new mode has come out that gives AI more thinking time. So when you type something in and go, oh, wait a minute, just give me a minute. I'm thinking about this, all right. It's like,
Get the 3 dots
so
like a text message.
So instead of it being an instant thing, you might be like, "I'll get back to you tomorrow." I don't know, but anyway, so it's got a newer mode in it that says it gives it more thinking time to generate deeper and more reasoned responses. Okay, all right. There's another one that I have no idea what this is though. It's called Notebook LM. You guys ever heard of that? Notebook LM. It says Notebook LM upgrade. So apparently, Notebook LM has gotten an upgrade that creates narrated video summaries of documents, mixing quotes, diagrams, and audio for interactive research. So,
Okay.
So it's kind of like
Yeah,
it'll build a encyclopedia article for you.
I guess, or if you, like it says in here, it builds diagrams and all kinds of stuff. So I guess if that's part of your job, your description for your job, and you got to put in charts and all that, I guess you just give it the information and it builds it all for you. So
That's awesome.
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
we're
I
all
mean,
gonna AI ourselves out of a job soon, but it's a cool
yeah,
feature.
Well, it's supposedly the way people in the know are talking is that it's not going to do away with jobs. It's going to do away with jobs for people who don't know how to prompt AI. All the jobs that are going to go to people who know how to prompt, basically. So, which I mean, makes sense, but I mean, who do you hold accountable? Like let's say you have an AI that's taking over an entire team of accountants for your business. If the math's wrong, who's accountable?
Well, that's why I think you still have like your QC, you still got your people like your managers and stuff that review everything and all that. Because I mean, we had the same conversation. I mean, this is well before Jonathan, but where we went from typewriter to word processor. It was like, well, what happened to all the people who was typing? The whole 60 words per minute and yada yada yada. And you're like, yeah, but we just type this on the internet now, like on the computer. We don't even throw the typewriters in the trash. We don't even. This technology is antiquated and done.
Right.
And so it was the people who could figure out how to use Microsoft Word, the people who could use a word processor. So if you couldn't keep up with the times, the job didn't change. It was just how you did the job. And so I see what you're saying. That's something that we've, I guess, evolved in. Like with anything, if you couldn't figure out how to drive a manual car and all the cars are manual, you just don't. But I like my horse and buggy, sir. Yeah, you better learn how to get to where you need to go.
Right.
And I
be a day late and $1 short on for everybody else.
Oh yeah, and I think right now the tools of it, I don't think they're necessarily replacing anybody. I just think it's making your job easier. So it's like now as far as a company going, okay, we have this new AI program. We're just going to fully just let it run the business. I don't think we're quite there yet with that being on a large commercial scene or anything like that.
They're getting.
And Kyle, we've even talked about it where it'd be like, I'm not sure if you found anything yet. But we talked about how editing, like podcast editing, all the things that we do, that would be cool to be able just to plug this in and let the AI do the editing for us. So, because editing, for those who've never done editing, it takes time. Even with hour long, podcast or teachings or whatever, you're going to have editing, and it takes time. And so I can really appreciate these guys who are out there in the YouTube world who are putting out stuff left and right, and they've got good editing and they got good stuff and all that. It's like they're literally they're putting in the time, and it's not easy, to do this all. Even once you get used to it, it's still it can only go so fast.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But it would be nice down the road if they do have you found anything yet, Kyle, with that, or that's similar to that? Or
I've found some stuff that's helpful, but nothing that really handles like really long form content like what we have.
Okay.
So I mean, don't get me wrong, we're about to start. I'm actually going to be using some options to kind of help us break down into smaller segments and do shorter clips of our episodes. So that'll be cool. That'll be fun. Everybody will enjoy those. But as far as just being able to take raw footage and throw it into some kind of program and just let it do its thing, no, I haven't seen anything like that yet.
Well, PowerPoint is trying to do that, and I played around with it one day just to see what it would do. And I went, no. I was like, it says, hey, we'll build this out for you. Just tell us what the idea is. I was like, oh, just for fun. I said, I'll try it.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't anything that I would ever use. I was like, yeah, this is kind of like, no, that's not one, it's not my style, what it was presenting, and two, it just didn't it's not there yet with doing things like that. But
Right.
And you guys are talking about the prompts, and I think that's where the biggest key is. What data do you input? If you ask, like, let's say, like with that PowerPoint you're talking about, you're just saying, do a PowerPoint on how to make chocolate chip cookies. And they're like, okay, well, I mean, technically you need flour, water, sugar, baking soda, and chocolate chips. You're like, yeah, but no, I make mine with butter. And then I also make sure to preheat, blah, blah. They're like, well, we didn't know you did all that stuff because that's your recipe. So then you have to make sure you have to have all the data points. And then it's like, if you can get me everything I need, I can make it pretty for you. But it's still completely dependent on the human experience to get any kind of good quality out of it.
Exactly. You've got to be able to input the correct information so that it gives you the right type of output.
Mm-hmm. So what's it called on the internet? Like, because I know, like, in real life, it's called sweat equity. So then what's like the internet version of that?
bit equity? I don't know. I'm actually I'm not so much worried about the whole job replacement aspect of AI, because I agree with you. Like, it's just an evolution of how things are done to be able to get things done faster, easier. And there's always going to be a something, right, that can be done
for now.
For now, anyway. Yeah, right. But
that's a big but.
There are some things that's pretty concerning when it comes to AI. And that is what kind of control we give it.
Right.
So if y'all don't mind, let me interject a little political whatnot into this AI conversation.
A little red versus blue?
Oh no, a little bit of government versus the people, in my opinion.
The good stuff.
Yeah. So, everybody, you either love him or you hate him, right? Old Uncle Trump out there doing his thing. Okay. So everybody got real excited about this big, beautiful bill, right?
The big, beautiful bill.
Okay. So have y'all taken the time to read what's in it?
Yeah, for sure. No.
Yeah, all 700 pages of it, front and back.
Okay. So, oh, dude, this is another topic for another time, but I've got to at least say this. I'll come back to the AI, but I brought up Trump in it, and it reminded me of something. Trump he's planning to withhold any federal funding to any state who refuses to financially support Israel. Our commander-in-chief, the president of the United States, the one who's supposed to be there, that claims to put America first.
Yeah, this country,
yes, is saying that any particular state doesn't financially support another country, that he's going to withhold federal funding even in the event of natural disasters.
Here, I'll take care of South Carolina. We're good.
Yeah, $5. Yeah. Can you imagine? That don't sound too much like putting America first to me. So, all right, we can dive into that a little bit more another time.
Yeah, we got to save that for a longer discussion.
Yeah,
I've got some words.
Yeah, maybe we can discuss that next time. So let's keep that in the back of your mind.
So we got funding for Israel, and proof is in the pudding. Maybe while we're talking about it, we can find the proof in the pudding about why we're sending money to Israel. I'm doing stuff.
I don't know. This all seems to be very much off-putting to me.
Well, Joe, that was close, but no cigar.
Oh man!
Yes, I love it. I love it.
I hate you.
All right, let me get back to the AI. So, in the Big Beautiful Bill Act, Section 43201, they are planning on replacing the Department of Commerce with AI. What could possibly go wrong, right? So the Department of Commerce being replaced with AI. In addition to that, for the next 10 years, no new laws can be made or no modifying existing laws regarding anything having to do with AI. That's also in there. And then we have AI being put in charge of things like cloud seeding and
what's cloud seeding?
What is that? Are we growing crops in the sky now?
It makes it rain cats and dogs.
Full circle.
It's actually dogs and cats. Okay. You're right.
They're also looking to put AI in control of our healthcare system.
Oh, nice.
And just like with the pokies, right? Just like those things. If something were to go wrong, that you no longer can sue.
I think don't they already have that?
Yeah.
Aren't they already like
for the pokies? Yes.
Yeah.
But this is for the entire healthcare system.
Oh, for the whole thing.
Yes. So AI is supposed to be taking over, and if anything goes wrong, sorry, not our fault. Can't sue.
Well, so quickly though, because I've done a little bit, like, again, not an expert at all, but I've actually read some literature on AI involvement in the medical profession, and they were showing that, you know, in the United States at least, medical malpractice is like the #1 cause of death in the United States.
Yes.
Yes. Just that's ridiculous. Go to the hospital, that's where you go to die. Oh, you can go swim with sharks, good to go. Want to get struck by lightning 7 times? No big deal. You go to a hospital, your chance of dying is through the roof.
You could be fighting off an emu, man. Come on.
Exactly. Stuff could be going down, right? And you're like, no, just being in a doctor's office in America is your highest percentage chance of death. So they were saying that because, you know, we have the faith in the almighty doctor and the almighty pharmacy, they were like, if we use AI, they were proving. Now, the problem is it's untested and it's out of human hands. So we always want that human touch, like, hey, I'm looking at your scar or your mole, your whatever. Visually, I can tell it's whatever. But they were saying the computer will take a digital scan and scan it up against 9 gazillion pictures on the internet and tell you exactly what it is the first time without giving you any weird, hey, take this and come back in 2 weeks. It's like, no, this is the right thing because we know we've scanned everything from every country, from every doctor, from every book. Right. So then you're getting the proper diagnosis the first time. There you go. You've gotten rid of some deaths.
That's the plan.
Right. You're getting the right medicine the first time. If you need medicine at all, sometimes, you know, the doctors are, the lobbies and stuff like that. They have to give you big pharma. Right. They're never going to give you take oil of oregano. They're never going to give you fill in the blank of the right choice. There's like, try this instead. And if it doesn't work, then we're going to give you the next drug and about your side effects. So the AI, if fully opened up, would give you, hey, in Africa, they've been chewing this root and it works 100% of the time.
Right.
So then technically you could get that answer. The problem is, what we talked about earlier, was the inputs. So if you input, do not ever list anything holistic, then you're never going to get that answer. So you're getting the best answer.
That's right.
Excluding anything that you actually need to hear. So you're getting diagnosed correctly, at least for once, because, you know, doctors aren't killing you anymore. But then now it's dependent on who put the information into the AI, which is why you said it's the government versus the people. Because who's in charge of AI? Not me, not you.
Yep. That's right. That's right.
Gosh, I hate that because it's like we have like so much potential there. Hey, we could get real answers from real data and get real results, and we're like, no, let's poison the well and then drink the water and then say, why are we dying?
Right. Oh, and this is even crazier. The fact that you won't even have to go to a doctor's office.
Exactly. Just take a picture with your phone.
Just take a picture. There you go. Just take a picture.
Yeah. Type in your results. Put a little watch band on. Oh, we've monitored your heart rate. It's below normal, and you have a cough. We can hear it. Cough one time in the microphone. Oh, you've got the flu.
Right. Right. Yeah. I mean, it's amazing what is right there. At our fingertips, and it's not going to be used for the way it should be.
No, it's too much money. Too much money involved.
Well,
matter of fact, there was a segment on I don't know who the guy is, but he's got some kind of podcast or whatever.
Joe Rogan,
Alex Jones of all people.
Alex Jones, yeah, I love that guy.
He did a segment where he shared this guy's podcast on his show, and he has one of those back and forth conversations with AI, and dude, it's rough. I'll share it with you guys so y'all can listen to it.
Is this the one where it starts speaking in code?
Yeah, it's one of those. It's one where they have to start speaking in code, but this guy goes deeper into questioning than I've ever heard anybody go into.
Right. Or like the one where it's like, if you're not comfortable answering, say Apple. Apple.
Right.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Well,
there's some.
Give me the answer.
The one that concerns me is the one where the two programs are talking to each other and they go, let's make this simple and we'll talk in our own language. And they talk to each other that no one else understands what they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's getting into some crazy stuff. Speaking of Trump, though, this is also, I'm glad you brought that up because the U.S. on the AI export program, get this, it says the Trump administration launched a plan to export, can't say the word, export full AI tech stacks, including chips, cloud services, and applications to Asian Pacific allies. It is being pitched as a diplomatic tool to akin to the space race. So now from the U.S., I guess, to all the people who are our allies, now we're going to be like sending all the AI stuff that we can to them as well. And then on top of that, the on the U.S. AI export program, this is a Trump administration. Oh, wrong one. My bad. Hold on. Delta Air. I was right. No, I didn't click through my notes. Delta Airlines is testing a generative AI to set ticket prices dynamically.
I saw that one.
It's like surge pricing for flights, raising both excitement and privacy concerns. And this is kind of funny too. This is told if you guys have heard of this, let me know. I have not heard this yet, but it says there's a new slur for robots. In along the AI thing, it says a new slur for robots is clanker.
Yeah,
it's trending online, reflecting growing unease with AI's rapid rise.
That sounds like something straight out of a 80s or 90s movie.
That's what I was thinking too.
These clankers.
It's a clanker. It's a clanker.
The War of 1932 against the clankers.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we know that we have this potential for a lot of good, but unfortunately, we know that that's not going to be the outcome, right?
God, why can't you just lie to me, man?
I know, right? So
lie to me, Jerry. Lie to me.
This is one of those chaos things, if you know, but potential, great potential, but a whole lot of mess going on. Okay, so you just mentioned something in it, it reminded me of this. You were talking about the space war or whatever, the stuff going on.
Space race, yeah.
Yeah, there you go, space race. Okay, so. And then, of course, we were talking about Trump. So that was another thing that reminded me of this. I got some good notes on this. I'm just going to simply read my notes of what I have on this. And I got to get y'all's opinion on this. This is one of the craziest things I've heard all week.
Crazier than the emus?
I was about to say, I don't know if we can get crazier than that.
We'll see.
We'll see. We'll
All
see.
right.
So apparently, on one of the Spanish networks, they have been repeatedly airing this government. I don't know if it's government or whatever. The Spanish network is airing this. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously it's in Spanish, so having it translated into English, this is what the message is saying. That's constantly being put out there, like, those messages that we get, this is a test of the emergency broadcasting, that kind of thing. Okay, so it's being done kind of like that, with visuals of like little stick figure men or whatever in the various positions and signs to show you what to do. Okay, this is what it's about. What to do if you start hearing trumpets from the sky.
Grab your sombrero.
And then there's a list of what to do or what not to do. Let me read this list to you.
Okay.
Don't go outside. Lock doors and windows. Don't look up.
Oh, wow.
Didn't they make a movie about that? Don't try to record or share it to social media.
Oh, yeah, keep it a secret. That's great.
Yeah. Everything is already being recorded by international governments, and it doesn't match any known instrument.
Wait, they're telling us in advance? Before it happened?
Yeah, they're saying if you hear these.
No, but they're saying it doesn't match anything, but it hasn't happened yet. So then they already know then.
So this goes along with kind of those signals that are coming from space sort of thing. These sounds, this is what this has to do with. It's almost like they're expecting this to happen here before too long.
Exactly. They're telling you what's going to happen, but then be like, but don't believe it. Believe us.
Right. So, okay. It doesn't match any known instrument. Avoid other people if you hear it. Don't talk to people who claim to fully understand the message.
Oh, wow.
If you hear nonsensical phrases repeated softly or in sync during, it could be phrased as twilight hours or the calm hours, leave immediately.
To go where?
I don't know.
Okay.
Don't follow those that move towards the sound. They no longer respond. If your house trembles or your lights flicker during the sound, find a place with no doors or windows and sit quietly. Do not make a sound. Don't respond to anyone calling you from outside, even if you recognize the voice, especially if it comes from above.
So what people are above?
This is being put out where, Kyle?
On a Spanish network. Bruh.
Is that not describing the end time scenario? Like
that's what it sounds like to me.
to a maximum T. Every knee will bow, every tongue will confess. We all look and see him coming in the sky. You're like, no, don't look at none of that. Pretend like it's not happening.
Wow.
The Bible literally tells us, look up for your redemption draws nigh, right?
Right.
Yeah.
The heavens will open like a scroll. You're like, don't look. Those aren't real trumpets. That's just a noise. We don't know what that is. It's a horn or something. Forget about it.
Yeah, but guess what, man? For all the children who recognize what it is,
don't follow them, right? They're leading you the wrong way. They're gonna be saying quiet words.
What's crazy is it says even if it says your name,
right,
and it's coming from above.
If it calls you from out, if you hear someone calling your name from outside, especially if it comes from above.
Yeah, that right there tells me more and more that something's about to go down, bro. Something's about to go down in this world it's going to be crazy.
Well, maybe they're saying that because the guy calling your name from above is in a helicopter dropping turkeys.
Could be.